Hey everyone, happy Friday. You made it through the week. A very, very interesting week and stressful week, I'm sure, for just about everyone. And you made it to Friday, take a break, drop in, and would love to have a chat with anyone. Feel free to ask any questions you have. My name is Mike Gelman. For those of you that don't know me, I'm a career coach, I'm a leadership coach, and teams as well. I do a lot of team development work, team conflict types of things, help teams become more cohesive. So, and I have my own company, High Five Career Coaching, and I've been doing these broadcasts for a while. So these Fridays are a great opportunity, kind of like open up office hours, just to get some free advice or some free coaching, and happy to help whoever I can. While we're waiting, I want to bring up something that's in the news today, the LA Times. So as those of you who live in California may be aware, there's a proposition that just got passed. It was pretty much sponsored by Uber and Lyft. And it was meant to basically carve out an exception of the AB5 law that went into effect. And so they sponsored a Proposition 22 initiative to basically allow gig workers, app-based gig workers, a la Uber and Lyft, to not be classified as employees. And there's been a lot of, this and that between the state, because in some cases employees have complained, right, to the state about being taken advantage of, not being given benefits or, whatnot, and all these things. But the thing is, they don't want to give up the freedom and flexibility of their schedules. Give me a second. I'm going to close the door because there's a lawnmower right outside my window. Give you a little peek outside here. You can see that. It's the outside of there's a park across the street. Still kind of loud, but hopefully that'll be better for all of you. All right, we're back in business here. So with this ballot measure, it was sounding the voters spoke pretty strongly. It passed pretty solidly. I don't remember the exact percentage. I think it was 60-70%, somewhere in that range. It passed, probably closer to 60%. And so now the head of Lyft is basically saying, I'm going to reach out to the union now that this is done and over with. I'm willing to reach out to the union to see, if maybe we can put together some type of agreement on some benefits and whatnot for these workers. Because, one of the reasons why the proposition passed, it was basically a carve out to basically say, okay, Uber and Lyft or companies like you don't have to classify them as employees. The reason why they don't want to classify them as employees is because there's workers' comp insurance, there's different benefits, there's salaries, all these other things. And so it increases your cost. And it was their assertion that they would have to reduce the number of drivers because of the increased costs. They might have to reduce the amount that they take in, any number of ramifications. And on the other side, on the driver's side, they valued their flexibility. They didn't want to be put on a schedule. right? Which was what would happen if you're an employee. You're typically given a schedule, and the company has that much greater control over your workday. Well, Uber and Lyft drivers generally like to, I mean, some do it for a living. That's how they pay their bills. But many people just do it on the side to supplement other forms of income. And so that flexibility is really paramount for those individuals to be able to do that, to be able to accept a ride or not accept a ride whenever they want. Open up the app. Okay, at these hours I'm working, or I've got a lunch break. I can go ahead and maybe shuttle a couple people and have that flexibility. But if they become an employee, then the company can basically say, no, you're going to work from 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. And if you don't like it, then we'll fire you. That's what could happen, right? That's not what they said, but that's basically the implication. Just it's an at-will relationship. And so me personally, I think it's beneficial. I understand the concerns, and there are certainly cases of abuse the companies have, but I'm more on the side of, hey, it's the gig economy. This is actually where, at a macro level, from what I see with the career coaching, is most people want freedom of choice. And it's kind of liberating for many of them to discover that they have marketable skills. So they might be going to Upwork, or used to be Elance, they might be doing Fiverr, they might be doing some Patreon, some other platforms where, particularly during COVID-19, where you discover you can get paid for some of your talents, whether you're teaching people how to cook a recipe or play a musical instrument or sew something, whatever it is. People are finding all kinds of creative ways to make some income just out of necessity during this COVID situation, particularly if you lost your job or if it's been reduced in some fashion. So something to think about there. And so now they're reaching out to the unions. I didn't get through the whole article, but they're wanting to reach out to the bargaining unit because they know that the labor unions have been trying to unionize these workers, and they haven't been. They've been fought off, and I think it's kind of an acquiescence on their part to say, well, maybe in the end it would be beneficial. So here's the result: 58%. So yeah, 58% is what it took to pass. So in any event, what's going on with all of you? Feel free to put something in the chat. Something to think about this month, or not something to think, well, something to act on maybe this month, is coming up is going to be my 6th year anniversary for my Pipe Dreams book. Got a copy over there. I'm gonna have to order some more to have at home. I kind of ran out of them all, my author copies. But I'm gonna be running a special coming up for Thanksgiving. So stay tuned for that. It'll be for the electronic version. So if you have Kindle or Nook or something like that. And what else is coming up? I have a few other things that are coming up with the season, some promotions and some ways also to make coaching more affordable for some of you that might not have thought that you could afford coaching otherwise. So I've got a few things in the works. And I also have my online course as well, which I may run, probably not for Thanksgiving, but probably for the Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, the December holiday season. I'll probably do something for that online course, which has 14 videos of me. It has with different lessons on managing your career, and it's mostly geared for people who are working within a company, trying to advance their careers within the company or improve their personal brand. But it certainly will help you if you're a job seeker as well. But that's just a little heads up. And then on Tuesday is my next live broadcast. I will be, I think it's the final installment. Yeah, it's the final, Overcoming Obstacles and Setbacks. Tuesday at 5 p.m. Pacific time will be my final installment of the Engaging Your Employees series. It's really geared for leaders. So if you have people that report to you, tune in. And tune in on Facebook, right where you're watching this now, on YouTube, on LinkedIn Live. I will be there. And that's about it. And I've got a new video of a recent client of mine that's on LinkedIn. So connect with me, check it out. And you can hear her story. There's my client, Sheila. And you can hear her story about working with High Five Career Coaching. And it was fun. I enjoy working with various clients, and check it out. So that's what I have for today. It's kind of quiet on here today, and I'm hoping to have some interviews lined up for some future Fridays. I've got people interested. It's just been a little challenging to nail them down for a specific date at this point. So I'm still working on that. And another way to add value to all of you. And that's the scoop. So take care, everyone. Have a great weekend. Be patient. Be calm. I know there's a lot of turmoil right now with elections this week, and waiting on the final outcome. So, all right, take care. Bye-bye.